How often do you pause to celebrate your accomplishments, no matter how small? What if doing so could be the key to lasting confidence and motivation? Hey, I'm Summer Owens, and welcome back to my channel. I empower organizations and individuals to become more confident and resilient leaders of teams or just their own lives. And today I am talking about acknowledging your progress. Super excited to continue the series in 100 lessons my centenarian grandmas taught me. Oh, but before we get into it, don't forget, if you missed any of the other videos, go back and check them out. And be sure you check out the video on why I'm doing this series, why I wrote this book in the first place, and why I'm doing this video series. But let's get into it. Acknowledge your progress. My grandmas taught me the importance of recognizing and acknowledging progress, no matter how incremental. They understood that growth often occurs in small steps and celebrated advancements in their lives and with their families. By acknowledging their progress, they encourage a mindset of gratitude and perseverance, inspiring those around them to do the same. Their approach taught me to embrace the journey, appreciate the milestones, and find confidence in my continued growth and development. Take time to acknowledge and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Recognizing your achievements, even the minor ones, creates a sense of accomplishment and boosts your confidence. It reinforces the idea that every step forward, no matter how modest, is a significant achievement worth celebrating. By acknowledging your progress, you nurture a positive mindset and build momentum toward achieving your goals. Okay, so I'm probably guilty of not taking the time to acknowledge my progress all the time. I'm very goal driven. I have a lot of things that I'm trying to accomplish, and sometimes I focus on what I haven't done or what I still need to get done, and don't take the time to really focus on my progress and the things that I've achieved. And so this lesson really hits home for me. And I did learn this from my grandmas, but I'm always having to remind myself to do this. So I want to encourage you. Think back over your life and acknowledge the progress that you've made. Think about where you started and where you are now and acknowledge the progress. As you start to set new goals and things that you want to achieve, don't forget to acknowledge the progress, the small milestones, the small steps that you've made and the milestones that you've achieved along the way. Don't forget to acknowledge your progress. Now, just like with every lesson, every one of the lessons, I'm giving you 5 tips that you can apply to using this lesson in your life right now. No, you can't have that. You can't do that. Have you ever heard that voice, maybe from someone else or deep down inside of you, saying, no, you can't? Ever felt like you weren't good enough, smart enough, or brave enough to have what you really want? You know, that promotion, that degree, that dream job, that house, that fulfilling relationship, that business, that life you've always imagined. Well, I'm confidence coach Summer Owens, and I'm here to tell you, yes, you can have it. And yes, you can do it. I'm the person to help you make it happen because I've been there. I faced doubts, fears, and setbacks head on. As a teen mom who was told my future was bleak, I chose to say, so what, to every obstacle I faced. I didn't let circumstances or self-doubt define me. I've probably done what you want to do. I've earned degrees, I've had dream jobs, I've launched business, written powerful books, bought houses, all while defying the odds. Now I want to help you to say so what to your fears and limitations too. I want to share my secrets to success with you in my Get the Guts to Go For It program. If you're tired of watching others live the life that you want and you're ready to turn your someday into today, let me help you embrace the so what mindset. Build your confidence and make your dreams a reality. Grab one of the limited spots for this program at getthegutstogoforit.com. I can't wait to help you go for it. Number 1 tip on how you can start to live the lesson, acknowledge your progress right now, is to create a visual progress board. Design a board where you can visually represent your progress. Use symbols, colors, or stickers to mark milestones achieved or goals reached. Having a tangible representation of your progress can provide a sense of accomplishment and motivation. So do what's best for you. But for me, having something where I can see that I am making progress. And I don't even take the time to do symbols, colors, and stickers, but that I know that is great for some people. They use Trello boards and even vision boards, and you can mark off things that you are accomplishing or acknowledge or some kind of way indicate, hey, I accomplished that. I made that happen. For me, a calendar works. A calendar and a planner and a journal. It's what I use, where I'm able to say, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm working on, and I write down what I've accomplished, and I check off the tasks that I've completed to get to that progress or get to that goal. So think about what works for you, but a visual representation of a goal where you can mark and acknowledge and celebrate the progress that you are making along the way. Number 2 tip on how you can live the lesson to acknowledge your progress right now. Treat yourself to progress prizes. Establish a system of rewards for yourself for each milestone you achieve. These rewards can be simple treats like a favorite snack, a movie night, or a leisurely walk in the park. By associating progress with positive experiences, you will reinforce the habit of acknowledging your achievements. I love this one too. So this can be super simple. So I always have things that I'm trying to do. I even think all the way back to high school and college, and this was something that I would do. I would implement into my life even at that time, and I definitely still do it to this day now. Is when I was reading a book, thinking about classes, when I was reading a book, I would give myself a treat when I finished a chapter. So I like chocolate, especially mint chocolate. So that would be a little thing that I would do. I was like, okay, when I get to the end of this chapter, I can have one of my little Andes mint chocolate. What is it in your life that you can do? Even the simplest of things that you can do to reward your progress, even small progress. And when I finished grad school, I set a goal, or I gave myself a progress prize, and that was a trip. I said, okay, when I graduate, I'm going to take a trip. So what are some progress prizes you can give yourself to encourage and motivate yourself to, one, make that progress, and two, to actually celebrate that progress? Number 3 tip on how you can live the lesson, acknowledge your progress right now. Share your progress with a friend. Share your progress with a friend. Find a friend, family member, or mentor with whom you can regularly share your progress. Schedule check-ins or progress sharing sessions where you can discuss your achievements, setbacks, and goals. Having someone to celebrate your wins with can amplify your sense of accomplishment and keep you accountable. I actually have a few groups and individuals where I share progress depending on what type of progress it is or what the goal is. So one I have is my mastermind, and that is my professional group where we actually talk personally too, but we hold each other accountable to our businesses. It's 2 other speakers, 2 other people who do the same thing I do, essentially the same thing I do. And we share our progress. We share our challenges, we share our wins, and we share ideas on continuing to make progress. I have great friends in my life too, where some personal goals that I'm trying to achieve, I do the same thing with them, share my wins, share my challenges, and get feedback on ways that they might, or ideas that they might have to help me to get to that progress. So, what about you? What groups do you have, or what individuals do you have in your life? Or what groups can you even form so that you can have this friend group who cares about your progress, who you can share your progress with, and you can allow them to share their progress with you too. Number 4 tip on how you can live the lesson to acknowledge your progress. Live it right now. Number 4, reflect and write about your progress. Set aside time to reflect on your progress and write about your experiences. Use a journal or a digital document to record your thoughts, feelings, and observations. Writing about your progress not only helps you acknowledge your achievement, but also provides insight into your growth journey. So I think about this. There are lots of ways you can do it. So if you're not a big journaler, you don't like to do this digital documentation like through a journal, there's so many ways you can do it. I even think back to when I was writing my very first book, my memoir. I documented my progress. I look back at the progress. I chose Facebook to be my accountability partner. I chose Facebook. I had a friend who had written a book, and she told me a word limit to shoot for to at least have a book. So it's like, okay, you got to have at least 50,000 words is what she said. So I was like, okay, let me get to 50,000 words. And so every night that I would write, I would post on Facebook, I'm at this many words. I'm at this many words. And so that was me documenting my progress and even celebrating and sharing it with my Facebook community. And you know what else that did? That built up excitement for the release of the book. So document your progress too. Share, reflect on it, write on it. So now even it's been 14 years since I wrote my memoir, my very first book. I look back on it and I can reflect on the journey. And what that does for me, it keeps me encouraged and keeps me inspired. And it reminds me how far I came and what the challenges were and how much easier it is for me to write. And so do the same thing. Do the same thing. Document your journey and then reflect. Number 5 tip on how you can live the lesson, acknowledge your progress, live that lesson right now, is to visualize future success. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing your future success and the goals you've yet to achieve. Imagine yourself overcoming obstacles, reaching milestones, and celebrating your accomplishment. Visualization can boost your confidence, clarify your goals, and inspire you to keep moving forward. See yourself where you're going. See yourself where you're going. I'm sitting in my office right now and I'm doing these videos, and I have the following that I have. I've achieved the goals. I have some of these awards back here now. Guess why? Because I saw it. I saw it. I saw it 14 years ago, even when I wrote my first book. Now, I didn't see everything because some amazing things have happened that I never even imagined. But many of the things that have happened in my life and that I've gone for, I saw it. I saw it. I took the time and closed my eyes and thought about it and visualized these things coming into my life. So, visualize your future successes. See yourself on that trip. See yourself in that new job. See yourself holding your book. See yourself doing that thing. So, do you acknowledge your progress? Do you take the time to acknowledge the progress that you've made in your life? Or are you too busy beating yourself up for what you haven't accomplished? I want to challenge you to acknowledge your progress. Employ that lesson into your life right now. If you like this video, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe so you can make sure you are notified of the next video that's coming up. I'll see you soon.